There's just an E chord in the verse, so you think, well, what the hell do we need? What do we need all that dividing up the beat for? But let's just look at the lyrics. So it's like, you haven't got to know the lyrics. It's preferable to learn the lyrics, but the number of times you're going to listen to a song, if you really want to play it, you're going to learn most of the lyrics from just the exposure to the song. But let's look at this. So it's like let's mark out that. Let's just mark out some accents, some stress points in the song. So it goes. It'd be like this. So mark this with me. So, and then let's see where they're going to fall. So it goes. If I do the lyrics, read them along in your head, but read them along so you hear the words in your head. I'm broke, but I'm happy. Sore, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And so on. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have tried to sing that. But if you wanted to, look, this is the way you can use your notes to help you help. Do you notice that if I do this as overkill, but listen. So you go, I'm broke, but I'm happy. Do you notice on the lyrics they're all kind of lined up? They're lined up rhythmically. So the words broke, short, high and lost in the first verse all land at the same point on that line. That's going to be an accent point, right? So broke but I'm happy, I'm sore but I'm kind. Now those are the most important ones. Where the chord lands, I'm broke but I'm happy, I'm sore but I'm kind, right? There's your strums. But you've got to be broke but I'm happy, I'm sore but I'm kind. If we mark that pulse, right? I'm broke but I'm happy, right? There's an E on the broke, but we haven't got anything on. I haven't put anything on happy, right? So that's acting as a spacer. So if you were learning the song, depending on how experienced you were, you might only put strums on the word broke and the word sore. But you've got to space, you've got to mark out the right distances between them. So you've got one beat between them. You got so you can play your guitar now if you want to. You strum an E on word broke and you strum a word on sore. But you've got to keep the pulse going, and I'll mark it. So it goes like this. It goes tick tock tock tock. Broke but I'm happy, sore but I'm kind. Short but I'm healthy, yeah. So the point is, if you're trying to follow the song by reading the lyrics and just throwing a chord over the word, if you haven't got the rhythm of the song, the lyrics sitting correctly on the pulse, you won't be strumming in the right place. See what I mean? So what you can do though is you could say, what's the best subdivision? Every time you look at a song, you say, okay, once you've worked out the stress beats, is broke but I'm happy, sore but I'm kind. That's where you put your strum. You could put another E there, and you could put another E there. And that means that then you could put an E on happy, healthy, grounded and hopeful, and you could put an E on kind. There's no E after yeah, but you've got to mark it. And there's an E on overwhelmed, and then no E after baby, but you've still got to mark the E. Because it's that line, is the way we've, on that pulse that we've done, that line is 4 pulses long. Yeah? So do that with me now. Mark the pulse. And what you want to be doing. So yeah.
You know the intro, you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Is that 1, 2, 3, 4?
That's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but we're not that's not the pulse I'm marking.
That's not the pulse.
No. So I'm just looking. This is the danger of the lyric. The danger with the sheet is, if I could eradicate everything except that one verse, and I start off with just one line and then add the lines and bring it into focus. We're not approaching the song at the start and working our way through. We're setting up a rhythmic ground. We're playing around with that, and we're looking at how the lyrics and the 1, 2, 3, 4 eventually will factor. Because the 4 E's in the intro are actually twice, each bar of that E is twice as long as what I'm marking at the moment. You don't want to get stuck on, if you want me to start incorporating notation and bars in, we'll be here till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. It's just I'm trying to get you the idea that you're in control, because you're not doing a degree in music and you're not doing a theory course. So there's no compunction for us to all to adhere to the same bar length. We set a bar length depending upon how it suits us and our experience in playing. And I'm trying to give you the tools to do that. So we're setting up a regular pulse, and then we're looking at how the words land. So that's where we are. So I want you to do this now. So I want you to strum on my hand, but I want you to sing the tune and sing the lyrics if you can. Don't come in straight away, because I want that pulse to bed in till it becomes, you forget about it. Yeah? Because once you feel the pulse and you're marking through it, 80% of your attention is on the tune and the rhythm of the tune, and the lyrics sit on top of that. You don't need the lyrics, but it's right. You get to know that, yeah, you know. But we've got to get that pulse going first. So, ready? So two, and then into keep the pulse going. So it's just strum E's. It's boring, but strum an E chord. E chord. That's it. Okay. Now, once we've got it going, I'm gonna on those pulses, the words are gonna go broke, happy, sore, kind, short, healthy, yeah, space, high, grounded, sane, overwhelmed, lost, hopeful, baby, space. Okay? Now I'm going to sing the lyrics, because them are the words that land on the pulse. So it's broke but I'm happy, sore but I'm kind, short but I'm healthy, yeah, high but I'm grounded, sane but I'm overwhelmed, lost but I'm hopeful, baby. And then we'll pause it there. Now, do you see the relationship to the limerick? Do you see that what you're doing is basically, with the guitar in your hand, you're marking through stress beats in each line that are spaced correctly, because your timing's okay. That's got to be good. And then the words drop on the pulse. They don't, and then you've got to put the spaces in and everything, and that way everything bolts together. But just, the important thing is to see the relationship to what we did with the limerick. Because if you can do it with a limerick, you can do it with this every song. You just have to approach it with the right mind. Yeah. Let's do that again. Let's do four of them. Start strumming as soon as you get the pulse. We'll be on the third or the fourth one, and then we'll start singing. Yeah. So you just start strumming any time you want. Broke but I'm happy, sore but I'm kind, short but I'm healthy, yeah, space, high but I'm grounded, sane but I'm overwhelmed, lost but I'm hopeful, baby, what it all comes down to. Now we've got to work on that. That's okay though, because we'll do that in a minute. What I want to do I just want to illustrate one thing now with the now we'll double the pulse on. And again, I want you to focus on the rhythm of the lyrics. So let's go. So I'll go tick tock, tock, tock. First of all, I'd want to do that thing again, extend on the E chord, just so you know what it feels like. You've got to know what the pulse feels like and what you're playing on the pulse before you get the grips with the song. Yeah, you've got to get that.
Was the E chord at the start of the verse, or just silence?
Well, because we're not doing the song structure, we're just trying to get a structure. We're not even really. We're just using the verse as something to drop words onto our pulse. You're trying to build a relationship between that and the lyrics. And the connection is where the stress words come off the lyric. The stress words that you would normally stress if you were doing it as a poem or a limerick, where they fall on the pulse. So we're not really, and where we start and finish it doesn't matter. It's as long as we've got a pulse going. Yeah. So it's going to go tick tock, tock in. Okay, not that fast. So it goes tick tock, talk. So strum, ding, 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 ding. That's just got to be a motor, right? Now, I'll do one. So I'll do one. I'm broke, but I'm happy. Sore, but I'm kind. Short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. High, but I'm grounded. Sane, but I'm overwhelmed. Lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And then the chorus comes straight in there, so we don't have a break there. So we've learned something about the arrangement, but we'll put that aside. Now I'll ask you, do you think that pulse is better or worse than the first one for you personally? Which one do you prefer to help you navigate the song?
I prefer the first one.
You prefer the first one. You prefer the second one. And you prefer the second one as well. I'd say it's down to your experience, because there's I would say empirically there's very little information in that second pulse that helps you with the lyric. Let's just see. I mean, it's like the fact that you've got something more. I think because you can navigate it more comfortably. I think why Brian finds the other one better is for him is because there's too much conflicting information. Because a lot of those bolt beats don't land on word. It works great for syncopation, but when we're just trying to anchor down where the stress beats are. What about you, Sue? In terms of, I would expect to be like in between, like whether you couldn't quite make your mind up. Right, and what about you, Amanda?
Second one.
Second one.
First.
First one. Second. But the ability to determine what's good for you, what's bad for you is important, right? And it'll change with your experience. If we double up again, but slow the tempo down, so it's... Now watch this now. I'm broke, but I'm happy. But I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah! Do you see how all those syllables land on those beats? Right? That would be far better, except for one thing. It's too many. Because once you put to that subdivision, you've got to take into account, you can have multiple ones of them as spaces. So you go, broke, but I'm happy, 3, 4. But I'm kind, 3, 4. Do you see what I mean? You've got to get the right spaces, and they're going to run over you. And if there's any doubt about your changes, it's going to be gone. The change is going to be gone because you won't be able to isolate the change pulse with all the other pulses that help. But they really help with the rhythm of the lyrics. So what you want to do, a lot of this stuff to make you a better player, it's not a better guitarist, it's a better player and a better musician. You can sit with any song and any lyric, and it's better when you just got the lyrics without the chords and they're not spaced out properly. And you listen to the song, you sing along, but you tap like that at different subdivisions till you can feel the stresses of the word landing on the pulses. And you'll teach yourself a lot about the structures and the rhythms of language and the way it fits to music. You're building up a relationship between finding a straight pulse that's regular and the way the accent patterns of the lyrics sit on it. I keep repeating that because that's what it all boils down to. And what it all boils down to, is everything's going to be fine.